Teachers, what's the best thing a student has ever said? I teach 7th grade science, and last year there was this student named Daniel who barely spoke a word all semester. He was that kid who sat in the back corner, hoodie up, headphones in whenever he could get away with it. His assignments were always turned in late, if at all. Then came our unit on climate change. I'll never forget the day I showed that documentary about rising sea levels. Halfway through, Jason, one of our star athletes, snorted and said loud enough for everyone to hear, "This is all fake anyway. My dad says climate change is a hoax to control people." The room got tense. I was about to respond when Daniel suddenly stood up so fast his chair screeched. For the first time all year, every eye was on him. "You're right," Daniel said, his voice shaking. "It is about control. Controlling whether my little sister gets to grow up on the same island where our family has lived for 6 generations. Controlling whether my dad's fishing boat stays above water. Controlling whether my culture disappears with the tide." He reached into his backpack and threw a photo on Jason's desk. A wrinkled picture of Daniel as a kid, standing knee-deep in water outside what used to be his grandparents' home. This was dry land 5 years ago. But yeah, I'm sure your dad knows better. The silence was heavier than anything I've ever felt in a classroom. Jason just stared at that photo like it had burned him. Here's what they don't tell you about teaching. The most important lessons aren't in the curriculum. That day, Daniel taught all of us that sometimes the quietest voices carry the hardest truths. After class, Jason stayed behind. He didn't apologize, but he did ask, "Mr. C, you got any extra credit assignments about climate stuff?" And Daniel, he still sits in the back, but now sometimes, just sometimes, he raises his hand.